Have you ever start to resent your dreams just because you are too tired? If you have, this episode is for you. Hey guys, welcome back to In the Works, the podcast. I am Lara Francesca, your host, and I want to thank you for being here one more week with me. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about burnt out. I wouldn't say I'm the queen of burnt out, but I have been there multiple times, and there's a lot I have learned from it. As I'm a nursing student, I have a full-time job, and I am also striving to be an elite athlete. Sometimes life can get really busy, and I end up burned out. Especially because I am such a high achiever. Burnout isn't just feeling tired. It's that moment when my body, my mind, and my soul are giving me the white flag and are telling me to stop. And I have ended up burnt out because I decide to not listen to it. I have ended up in the emergency room a couple times because I just purely decide to not listen to what my body is telling me. I used to not listen when my body will be screaming for help, when my body will be screaming for rest and connection and the things that fill my cup in order to keep going and kind of like fuel my creativity and motivation. I started resenting all these big goals that I have because I was like, there's no way I can get there without feeling this bad. I am always exhausted, like running out of energy constantly, not feeling happy for what I'm doing, and literally losing the joy in life. And after burning out a lot of times, the last time that I end up in the emergency room was like that wake-up call, like, hey, I cannot do this anymore. It is true that I have big goals and I want to follow systems to get there, but I also want to enjoy life because life is happening here right now. It is amazing that you want to be somewhere in 12 months time or you want to be somewhere in 5 years. But the most important and I will say most beautiful part of it is living the process now. Enjoying being a beginner and living one day at a time. This has been my mantra and what I have been living for every day ever since. This have completely changed my life in a way that I decide to take one day at a time. I decide to look at my to-do list with more love and decide to even sometimes when I'm too overwhelmed take 1 hour at a time, because obviously if I wake up in the morning and I look at my to-do list that is a mile long, I'm gonna get overwhelmed. There's gonna be days that I'm not gonna be feeling super energized in the morning, and obviously seeing my to-do list that is that long, I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. And it's that feeling of, okay, I'm gonna push through, I'm such a high achiever. There's not nervous system that can hold for so long just being in fight or flight mode. So the last time I ended up in the emergency room really sick because I didn't listen to my body, decided to keep pushing and literally just run in empty fuel. I had that aha moment of I'm not enjoying life. I'm not enjoying life. I need to make a change right now. I'm not gonna let this keep happening to me. It is true that in this journey of personal growth, sometimes we go one step forward and you will go 2 steps backwards. And it's completely normal. Like sometimes we learn from something that happened to us, but sometimes something bigger needs to happen for us to be fully awake. That's the beauty of it, but the most important part is you actually reflecting through what's happening to you here and in this moment in order to not make those mistakes again. For me, burned out was amplified also because I was always living in the gap. And even if I had a day where I went to university, I worked, I squeezed my training, and then I did 5 things that I had on my to-do list, but I missed one. At the end of the day, I will be punishing myself because I didn't finish that last thing. I will go to bed feeling so bad with myself because I'm not able to follow through. I'm not being able to accomplish all these things that I want to do in one day. But it's also like not seeing the bigger picture where I accomplish a lot of more things. Sometimes we forget to give ourselves our own flowers and also understand that we are all humans living this experience. Our body needs rest as much as it can work. We need to fill our own cup in order to still be motivated to wake up tomorrow with a purpose and an intention for the day. I'm going to give you 5 actionable steps that can help you overcome burnout, but more than that, will help you to connect with your purpose and also seeing rest and filling your own cup as a sacred ritual that lets you show up for yourself and connect with your higher self. The more calm and regulated our nervous system is, the more clear our brain will be as well. The more easy it will be to connect with your purpose and to connect with that thing that actually lights you up. Not because you saw it in social media or because you're chasing other people's dreams, but actually because you, in the most inner part of your heart, you feel like you have this calling to do X or Z dream. So the first one and the most important one is to have compassion. Have compassion for yourself, and you need to also take the pressure out of yourself. You need to just strive to be better than yourself yesterday or to be better than yourself 4 weeks ago. You need to stop comparing yourself to other people because we are all in different journeys, and just strive to be better than your own self yesterday. That's the only healthy way to grow and align with your higher self. Having compassion means also being soft in yourself, and if you're not able to follow through in a task in a day, means being like, okay, I am gonna celebrate what I accomplished today, even if that was small, and I'm gonna choose to go and rest because maybe that's gonna be more productive than pushing through. So this seems like acknowledging your progress daily. Just before going to bed, just grab your journal and say thank you to yourself for even one small win that you did today. You went for a walk, you had a more healthy, nourishing meal than the day before, you showed up to that meeting that you didn't want to, or you helped a stranger in the street. Just celebrate a small win, doesn't matter how small. Also, you need to stop obsessing with the future, because every single time you just focus on where you want to be, you're gonna be stealing the joy of this moment. I fall into this a lot because I have really clear where I want to go and where I want to be in 5 years, that I just get so caught up on that, then I literally forget to live here in the now. I forget to see the sky, smell the flowers, drink my coffee slow, and just enjoy walking outside. Sometimes you just get too caught up in that automatic mode of your brain operating that you just simply miss life. You miss the amazing people that you have around. You miss the beauty of literally living this life. You miss the privilege of you being able to be someone that can get to pursue their dreams. You get to miss the joy of being a beginner and learning new things. I want you to think about yourself in 5 years, and let's say you are that successful business owner with a 10 million revenue a year. And once you're there,
would you look back at this season where you were just starting and be like, oh my God, I'm actually really grateful. Even I was in the grind and pushing towards achieving my goals, I was still enjoying my life and not missing the now. Because even though it's amazing that you want to be somewhere in 5 years, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And all that we have is the here and the now. And that's mainly what I want to share through this podcast. Just how to enjoy ourselves while trying to achieve really big goals. I have found myself blaming myself a lot as well, because I sometimes don't get to connect with people that is also sharing this side of things, Sometimes you just see all the wins in social media, and the truth is that behind striving to be great and achieve greatness, there's a lot of step backs and road bumps, and also these feelings that get to us. Being burnt out, being anxious, and being overwhelmed is normal, but I think sometimes people don't express it enough. And today I'm just here to tell you that it's completely normal, because if you have really big dreams, it is, of course, a little bit scary, Your body is not used to it. Your brain is like made to keep you safe and in your comfort zone. So it's always going to be scary, but the only choice that you can make is to bring yourself back to the earth and act with intention through every day in order to enjoy yourself today while also working towards your goals. With compassion, you also need to understand that you're gonna have days where you're gonna wake up feeling in the morning that you are the owner of the world and everything is happening for you and you're so energized and you feel like you're gonna smash the day. But there's also days where even if you slept your 8 hours, you're gonna feel like, I don't want to do anything today. I have no energy, I feel exhausted, and that's absolutely normal as well. You need to be able to be like that own parent of yourself and be like, okay, maybe today you need to rest. Maybe today, instead of pushing through work and doing all these things, I'm gonna choose to do at least one thing that is gonna fill my cup. I'm gonna choose to go for a walk in the park. I'm gonna choose to go to that workout class that brings me joy. I'm gonna just simply sit down and journal while I drink my coffee in the morning, or I'm gonna take a second to breathe and reset my nervous system. I cannot express enough, but sometimes relaxing is way more productive than pushing through. It is, and as ironic as this sounds, it is more hard to get out of the rut when you're like really, really, really burnt out, rather than if you just stop midway through and you're like, okay, my energy is low, I'm not vibing, I'm not feeling today like doing this much. I'm gonna choose myself here right now, and I'm gonna do at least one thing for myself. And this doesn't have to look huge. You don't need to book holidays to Europe and go next week. Like, we are being realistic here. But it can look as simple as just going to grab your favorite coffee and going for a walk. Just sitting in the sun and just sit and watch the dogs running in the park, the kids playing, and just bring that joy back to yourself. The second one, and as I mentioned before, rest is more productive sometimes than just pushing through. I want you to understand this and don't blame yourself because you want to rest. Sometimes we can get caught up overthinking in all the things that we are not doing. And with this, I will say that it's really good to sometimes have a little break from social media as well. It have happened to me that sometimes I'm like, okay, I need to rest this afternoon, so I'm just gonna be in my bed and be comfy. I'm gonna watch a show, I'm gonna do something, but I will be like scrolling in my TikTok or scrolling in my Instagram, and I'm seeing that my friend is running 20 kilometers, my other friend just got a new job, my other friend is in, I don't know, their dream holidays and all these things, and I'm like, oh my god, like I am not being productive enough, I should just get up and do my things. And it's just that constant loop of comparison that is gonna steal your joy. And while it's really important to follow socials that kind of like motivate you and they make you feel motivated and they make you feel like you want to do better, sometimes when we are like running in kind of like an empty tank with low vibrations, this is gonna come to you as more as, oh, like it triggers me that this person is achieving all these and I'm just here in my bed feeling sad and feeling exhausted. So along with just resting is also having that little break from social media and instead just choosing to watch your favorite show or order your comfort food, read your favorite book, even connecting with those things that you used to do as a kid and you just used to do them purely because they bring you joy. As a kids, we were never expecting to have all these outcomes from activities, you know? So it's just like, I'm just gonna sit down and paint a book today because this brings me joy. I'm just gonna go to a tennis class because it brings me joy. I'm just gonna go and dance with myself because it brings me joy. And it's just connecting with that inner self again and coming back to self a little bit and resetting your energy. The third one will be that you need to surround yourself with people that actually lift you up. You need to surround yourself with people that understand and are there for when you are in a low mode, but also they understand and they're not gonna take you down. Let's say I'm in a startup business and then I come to my friends like, oh my god, I'm feeling so overwhelmed, I'm feeling so exhausted, I've been working endless hours, I cannot see any results just yet. And you will have those friends that will be like, mate, like just give up, like why are you putting yourself to this, just go back to your 9 to 5, just go back to your comfortable life. And you will be like, oh my god, like, oh, like maybe I didn't want to hear that. But someone that is actually believing of you and supporting will be like, oh my god, that's absolutely understandable, have you tried to do this, or have you listened about this book that might have certain solution for you, or have you actually sit down and reflect of maybe what are you doing to kind of be able to identify where are you lacking or where can you be putting more effort towards. Sometimes you have these friends that are actually keen to be like, okay, I understand how you're feeling, can I come for you for a walk every Wednesday and we're gonna talk about how you can do better in your business, or little solutions and little support that is gonna always make you feel more uplifted, it's gonna make you feel like you matter, it's gonna make you feel like your dreams matter. And it's just a matter of learning how to thrive the highs and the lows, because they're always going to be there no matter how successful or in what part of your journey you are. The highs and the lows are always going to be there, and that's the most beautiful part of the progress. It's kind of like you become the person that is every single time more able to handle all the situations with less stress, with more intelligence. And actually you can get to that point where something really bad happens and you're like, it has happened before, I don't know how to get out of this, I know I will be fine, I know I'll find a solution. I might not know the solution right now, but I'm gonna find one. And I have a support system around me that is always there to uplift me and be there with me and actually motivate me to do better, actually motivate me to challenge myself every day. So having a support system around you that is actually really supportive and they're always to make you feel seen and listen to you and support you through the journey, it's super, super important. So today I want you to choose the friends that you want to be surrounded by in this personal growth journey, because not everyone is going to understand, and sometimes that's okay as well. We all are human beings that are in constant change, and it's absolutely normal to the friend that you have been 5 years friends with might not resonate with you anymore in this new season of your life. Same with your socials. Just take out of all the people that doesn't serve you anymore, and don't be scared. Don't be scared, because the more you align yourself with your inner self, and the more you get to reset your nervous system in order to have like more high vibrations and kind of like connect more with your purpose, you're gonna filter the people that is really meant to be on your life. The people that is gonna serve you in this season of becoming that business owner, or in the season of becoming your X or Z dream. In this point of having a support system around you that actually makes you feel seen, I also want to acknowledge the importance of you having your own nervous system regulated so you don't auto-sabotage your relationships. It has happened to me that sometimes when I burnt out, my nervous system is just absolutely crazy, that I get triggered by anything that happened. So let's say if I have a partner and then something minor happen, I will just react certain manner, and I will begin a fight that wasn't even necessary. And I will start like scaring people away because my nervous system is not regulated. Scare people away because I am so negative that people don't want to be around me. And also understanding the importance of like, okay, if I have all these really good quality people around me, they deserve the same from me, you know? They deserve me to being regulated, me to being in a good mental space, to share amazing moments with them as well. And this doesn't mean that you don't have permission to feel the way you're feeling. Of course you have. And that's why your friends and your family and your partner are always going to be there to support you. But also understand that if you are just stressed the whole time, this is the only dynamic that you're going to bring to those relationships. And to be honest, people is going to get tired and they don't want to be around you anymore. Who wants to be around someone that is negative and complaining the whole time? It is really, really different to be having a little vent from something that is going on in your life and be like, oh, I'm feeling this way. This week have been a little bit heavy, this and that, rather than just being like bang, bang, bang. So just negativity, life sucks, and all these really low vibration sayings. Yeah, it's acknowledging that importance of, okay, I'm gonna take a rest today intentionally because I want to be able to give others from a full cup tomorrow. The last part will be the importance of you filling your own cup and how this is important to keep the momentum going. There is no body and human nervous system that can do so much. You need to stop yourself when you are overdoing and decide to actually go and rest, or go and do something that brings you joy. And this might look different in different seasons of lives. I would say at the moment I am in a season of my life that I had a lot going on with all the multi-passions that I'm exploring, but I still take time for myself, at least 15 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, to actually do a gentle stretching before going to bed and connecting with my body and just making myself and my body relax to go to bed. Or this can look as simple as just having your journal 10 minutes before bed and writing a little win for the day, 5 things you're grateful for, what you want to do better tomorrow. As I said, in these busy seasons, it might look like you don't have time for these things, but you can always make the choice to have at least 10 minutes. Just spend extra 5 minutes in a warm shower, just nourishing yourself, putting the soap all over your body and actually honoring yourself. After a long day, I love to do this and tell myself like, thank you, Lau, for carrying me through this day. Thank you for doing so much, for not giving up. And even if we don't finish all the things that we were supposed to do today, I'm proud of you and I am really, really grateful you are carrying me through this life experience. So it's just bringing back those little joys, just sitting down and breathing for 5 minutes, or simply just having dinner and being fully enjoying and tasting what you're eating and just feel like, oh my god, what a big day, but I'm so grateful I get to enjoy this dinner just right now. Cook nice things for yourself. Look for those little joys, have your coffee in the morning with intention. And all these things will keep you bringing back to yourself and connecting with that big intention and big goal that you have. Also, what I will say is that, of course, when you stop being less busy, you can make time for big holidays or going away for 3 days or doing these more bigger days resting kind of. But when you are in this like busy season, just don't think because you're busy you cannot do any of these things. You can always take extra 5 minutes to enjoy your coffee or extra 10 minutes to simply connect with your body at the end of the day and just give yourself a little bit of self-love. Burnout is gonna visit you if you have really big dreams, and the goal is not to avoid it, but to learn how to dance with it, to learn how to manage and go through those highs and lows and highs and lows and making the most out of it. Knowing yourself enough to acknowledge and be able to recognize when you need a break and when you are actually able to push a little bit more. I really hope you get to take something meaningful from this episode. I am going to be sharing in the next episodes all these feelings that come around being such a high achiever and all the things that I have learned in the journey. Because as I said, I'm not perfect, I'm just a human learning how to do all these new things. And of course, I have failed a lot of times. But here that I'm not in the other side, but I'm actually with a little bit more of knowledge right now, I just want to tell you that it's completely normal to give 1 step forward and give 2 backwards. It's always gonna happen. You just gotta be compassionate with yourself. As long as you're reflecting and try to do better and actually learn something from that experience, you're gonna go so far. I hope today you get to connect to your purpose every single time you do something for yourself. And I really hope you don't kill your dreams just because you are in this constant loop of being burnt out. Today, I want to tell you that the more you connect with your purpose and the more you connect with that thing that lights you up, and you actually make time for joy and doing things for yourself in your day-to-day life, you will keep the momentum going and you're eventually going to get there to that big goal one day. So when you get to that big goal, you say, oh my God, like I'm here achieving this, but I didn't forget myself in the process. I nourished my body, I moved my body and didn't let myself behind. And I am here achieving this thing with amazing people around me. I'm here achieving this, being in peak health, in a body that feels ready to live and celebrate all these big achievements. I want to look back and be like, oh my God, I actually enjoy every single step of the process. I enjoy the highs, the lows, the days I was crying, the days I was laughing with my friends. And what a beautiful journey. What a beautiful journey of learning how to be something new. I really hope this landed with you, and I hope so much wisdom and clarity come back to you. I want you today to be compassionate with yourself and forgive yourself and love yourself enough to show up for who you are and for your intentions, purpose, and goal in life every day. I want to send you so much love and light. Love.